People often say Gen Z job hops too much. They label young workers as flaky, disloyal, entitled, "This narrative is simple, but it is also wrong." The real issue is not a flaw in character among an entire generation of workers. Instead, it is a fundamental mismatch between what these employees expect and what their workplaces deliver. Gen Z is not leaving companies, they are leaving outdated leadership styles and broken systems that fail to support their growth. The frequent job changes are a rational response to an environment that no longer offers the stability or development it once promised. Generation Z entered the workforce as the first true digital natives. They grew up in a world of instant information, constant connectivity, rapid change. This background shapes their expectations. They are accustomed to clear feedback loops, intuitive user interfaces, personalized experiences in every aspect of their lives, from social media to online shopping. When they enter a workplace with vague career paths, infrequent feedback, clunky, outdated technology, the disconnect is jarring. They do not see a lack of loyalty as a personal failing, but as a logical decision to seek a better opportunity elsewhere. This generation's choices are a clear signal, not a sign of rebellion. They are communicating a powerful message to leaders and organizations everywhere. They are telling us that the old ways of managing people are no longer effective. They are asking for transparency, continuous learning opportunities, managers who act more like coaches than commanders. Blaming them for wanting what any ambitious employee desires, a chance to grow and contribute meaningfully, is a critical mistake. It shifts focus away from the root cause, organizational structures that are ill-equipped for the modern workforce. The conversation needs to change. Instead of asking, "What is wrong with Gen Z?" we should be asking, "What is wrong with our leadership and our systems?" This shift in perspective is the first step towards solving the retention puzzle. It moves us from a place of judgment to a place of curiosity and problem solving. By understanding the real drivers behind their career decisions, companies can begin to build environments where young, talented individuals not only want to work but also want to stay and build a future. This is not about catering to a generation, it is about modernizing leadership for everyone. The story of Gen Z's career choices is written in data, not just anecdotes. Simple facts paint a clear picture of the challenges they face. The job market they entered is vastly different from the one their parents navigated. There are demonstrably fewer traditional entry-level jobs designed to onboard and train new graduates for long-term careers. Marketing graphic. Declining entry-level job openings. Many roles that once served as gateways to professional life have been automated, outsourced, restructured, leaving a void that is difficult for young workers to cross. They are often forced to take on contract work, roles with limited upward mobility, making job hopping a necessity for advancement. Furthermore, the rise of artificial intelligence has profoundly changed the skills required to succeed. Marketing graphic. Rising skills gap due to AI. The competencies that were valuable a decade ago are quickly becoming obsolete, and the skills of the future are still emerging. Gen Z is acutely aware of this shift. They understand that continuous learning is not just a benefit, but a survival mechanism for their careers. Yet many companies fail to deliver on their promises of professional development. A recent study showed that while a majority of companies promise growth opportunities during recruitment, less than a third of young employees feel their employer is actually delivering on that promise, forcing them to look elsewhere for skill building. This gap between promise and reality is a major driver of turnover. Young workers are not leaving out of boredom. They are leaving out of a calculated need to stay relevant and competitive in a rapidly evolving economy. When an organization fails to provide clear pathways for skill acquisition or internal growth, it effectively tells its employees that their future lies outside the company walls. It is a logical, not emotional decision to seek an employer who will invest in their development and equip them for the challenges of tomorrow's job market. This is not disloyalty, it is strategic career management. The economic context also plays a significant role. Gen Z has witnessed multiple economic downturns and carries a heavy burden of student debt. They are pragmatic and financially motivated. When one company offers a significant pay increase and a better title, and their current employer offers no clear path to similar compensation or advancement, the choice becomes obvious. They are not chasing novelty for its own sake. They are making rational economic decisions to secure their financial future in an uncertain world. To ignore these powerful external factors is to misdiagnose the problem entirely. When young employees leave frequently, the impact on the organization is far more profound than just the immediate cost of recruitment. High turnover creates a ripple effect that damages productivity, morale, the company's long-term health. Every time an employee walks out the door, a repository of institutional knowledge walks out with them. This includes an understanding of informal processes, key client relationships, and project-specific histories that are not documented in any manual. The remaining team members must then shoulder the burden of picking up the slack, leading to burnout and decreased engagement. This constant cycle of hiring and training is a significant drain on company resources. Visual flywheel diagram. High turnover, lost knowledge. Team burnout, lower productivity. Repeat. The time and money invested in recruiting, onboarding, and bringing a new employee up to speed are substantial. When that employee leaves after only 1 year or two, the return on that investment is never realized. Projects are delayed, deadlines are missed, and the overall momentum of the team slows down. The company's brand can also suffer as word spreads about its revolving door culture. For the young workers themselves, job hopping can lead to short-term gains in salary and in title, but it is not without its own set of drawbacks. Constantly changing jobs can prevent them from developing deep expertise in a specific domain or industry. It takes time to master complex skills and to see a large-scale project through from conception to completion. Frequent moves can result in a resume that looks broad but lacks depth, potentially hindering their ability to secure senior leadership roles later in their careers. The instability can also take a personal toll, making it difficult to build strong professional networks and a sense of community at work. Ultimately, a high turnover environment creates a lose-lose scenario. The organization loses talent, knowledge, and momentum, while the employee loses the opportunity for deep learning, mentorship, and stability.